coming apart in big chunks during warm-ups, and players' footing, needless to say, will be key here today. All right, Jackson takes it. A short kick, and he's got a big hole. Jackson breaks the tackle. Jackson out of bounds, well into Georgia territory. Markman had to knock him out of bounds. And there's a decision right off the bat by the Bulldogs that backfired.
The Florida territory, but Jack Jackson saw to it that Florida had good field position.
On 3rd and 7, here's Werfel again to throw. He can't find anybody, but no pass rush by Georgia, and he completes it downfield to Chris Doring. Absolutely no pressure at all. Muschamp on 4th down and a dozen. Zier out of the shotgun. Off his heels, throws into the end zone. Is it intercepted? Yes. A touchback. Eddie Lake comes up with the football. Zier tried to get it to Hassan Graham going into the end zone, and Eddie Lake having a strong opening series for the Gators. On 2nd down, again, it's Eric Rett, this time getting to the outside. He dives for the end zone, and he gets it. Eric Rett, a touchdown for Florida, a 9-yard run, and what an effort to break the plane in the end zone.
Eric Rett came into the coverage on every play, but it's pretty apparent they can't move the football on the ground.
They did get 3 yards for one of their better plays of the day. And there's another ball on the ground, and it appears Florida covered it. They did. Ellis Johnson, number 61, the Gator player that comes up with the football. And that appeared to be a fumbled exchange between Zier and his center Weeks.
Eric Zier wants to reverse out. And
3rd down and 11 to go at the 11-yard line. Eric Rett back in the ball game. And again, off his heels, Werfel goes into the end zone. Good coverage this time by the Bulldogs. He tries to get it to Willie Jackson. Carlos Yancey, the cornerback from Georgia, on the coverage. And when they had to, the Bulldog defense stiffened. To the shotgun on 1st down, and there's a shovel pass by Zier to Shannon Mitchell, his tight end. Oh, and a beautifully conceived play by Georgia gets them a big play.
Absolutely. Georgia goes into the shotgun. They have abandoned the running game. This is what they did successfully last week against Kentucky.
35 pounds, and Zier back into the shotgun again. He goes down the sideline, and he's got his man, Hassan Graham. And some life to the Georgia offense. And a warning from the official to Graham about taunting. He's working and talking to Larry Kennedy.
Hassan Graham.
Another loss on the play. Makes it 3rd and 3. They can get a 1st down without getting into the end zone. Zier lofts it into the near corner. He's got a wide open man. And it's a touchdown. Bryce Hunter all by himself in the left corner of the end zone. The 19th touchdown pass of the year by Eric Zier, and Bryce Hunter his 8th. 5 yards on the last pickup brings up 2nd and 10. The fake and over the top downfield, and it's intercepted. Mitch Davis picks off Werfel's pass. Oh, he gets away from Doring, and now it's Georgia's turn to mount a comeback. There is a flag on the play. We've got a flag back at the 17-yard line, so hold on. By Ron Zook, the defensive coordinator of Florida that we saw on the sidelines there. Another shovel pass to Mitchell. He breaks a couple tackles and scores for Georgia. Shane Edge, one of the country's best punters, gets his kickoff away. A good low line drive. Again, it's Graham fielding it. This time he's going to try the near side. The ball's loose. The ball's loose. Looks like both Georgia and Florida got a piece of it, and it's a dogfight now, and it's recovered by Florida.
Football, Sam McCourkey.
Terry Dean still at quarterback for Florida. And this time he goes deep. He's got a man open, and it's a Florida touchdown, Harrison Houston.
Wow, talk about coming back. Carlos Yancey was being switched from free.
Low snap fielded by Zaire. Pumps once, and here he goes all the way downfield. He's got a man, and he's got the completion. That's Jeff Thomas. And Eric Zaire on fire here at the beginning of the second half. 3 brilliantly thrown footballs.
Thomas could have been called for a little bit of taunting there after the catch as he pointed his finger.
Third down and goal to go on the 1-yard line. 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Play number 20 of this Florida drive. Eric Rett, he's in for the touchdown. Oh, and here comes a flag. You saw it thrown right there. This flag well after the play was over. It'll have no impact.
Biggest defensive play of the year.
Well, here we go again. Georgia, the last play of the game. Zaire to the end zone. That's out of bounds.
Oh, a late penalty flag.
That's Anton Lott, the Florida defender, working on Hassan Graham. And this is as goofy an ending to a football game as you're going to see.
Well, if it is pass interference, it'll be half the distance to the goal line. And Georgia will get one more play with no time on the clock.
It cannot end. A game cannot end with a defensive penalty for Georgia from the 2-yard line. In the shotgun is Zaire. He goes to the end zone. Incomplete, attempting for Jeff Thomas. Florida wins the ball game, 33-26. After an apparent touchdown to Jeff Thomas, negated because Florida had called a timeout right before the snap. Achievements and to assist in financial aid.
And Eric Zaire was 36 for 65 for 384 yards and 2 touchdowns.
The Florida Gators run their string to 4 in a row as they defeat Georgia today 33-26. Goodbye, everybody.
Looks left the whole way, dropped the ball. The scramble's on, and BYU with a chance to cover it, do they? I believe so, at about the 11-yard line. Still no indication from the referee. Travis Hall knocking the ball down. It's BYU. Walsh from the shotgun. Plenty of time to the end zone, wide open, touchdown BYU, and it is Micah Matsuzaki. This is usually the situation where BYU would to the top of your screen. 2nd down and 5. Play fake to Falk. Gutierrez going deep, man out there, and he's got it. DeAndre Maxwell. 44 yards.
Tim Gutierrez had his pick of 2 receivers.
Bell and Peterson both split out to the left side. Williams to the bottom of your screen. And Gutierrez throws the fade over in the corner. Touchdown, Maxwell. Well, now we're just over point where they've got the ball back at their own 44-yard line.
Tyler Anderson, number 4, is the big play receiver for BYU.
Across the middle on the gallop, Nowatzki. Nowatzki all the way to the 24-yard line. 32-yard pass play. Boy, the Cougars, as always, finding some spots back there to just drill the secondary. John John Walsh asking his right guard, Evan Pilgrim, what the snap count is. Here comes a full blitz on first down. Walsh got it away. Touchdown. Nowatzki, 2 receptions in the drive. The second one good for a score.
If you're going to blitz BYU, you better get to them. Sean Smith, number 99, on the ball.
On first and 10, Gutierrez off play action, wants a home run ball deep for Williams. He's got it. .38 yards.
Well, what makes this
considerably. Third down along 6. Here comes a blitz. Gutierrez stands in, lofts one. Peterson's got it. Diving catch by the H-back, Ray Peterson. Give him 32 yards. It's first and goal. Aztecs.
What made this play was the blocking of number 28, Marshall Faulk. That's by BYU.
Marshall Faulk has 51 career rushing touchdowns. Marshall Faulk has 52 career rushing touchdowns. Faulk up and over ball game the next 2 quarters, but we're set to find out as BYU will receive to open the second half. Tyler Anderson, well, maybe that gives you an answer, but he picks it up and reverses his field, and he's got tremendous speed. Sprinter speed, a kicker to beat. Anderson down the sideline. Darrell Lewis saved a touchdown. 48 yards on the return.
You see it all the time when it's protection a little bit earlier. If you're getting beat in pass protection, put him back, give him these shotguns, give him a little bit better chance to throw the football.
They'll look at it again, 2nd and 12. Tremendous catch at the 6-yard line by Bryce Doman.
People are booing here, but I think Bryce Doman got his foot down on the left hash, right hash, keeping in the middle of the field.
2 receivers to the bottom of your screen and a third one in motion that way, but they're going to go to Hamuli the other way. He's in. Mark Roberts trying to drag him down before he found the end zone, but not quite.
Another good call by BYU because they put the ball in the left.
Times good for 32 yards and a first down at the 48-yard line. They play fake it to Faulk. Man wide open. Peterson's got it. Inside the 20 to the 18-yard line, and that's what Marshall Faulk running well can do so much for your offense.
It's exactly, Brad, you're right, because when you're running the football well, then the play-action pass comes off the lead blocker, but look what San Diego State's doing now, bringing Mark Ziegler, 85, as a fullback.
He's going to come in motion out of that backfield, though. And the play-action to Faulk, the throw to the end zone, touchdown! Zach Smith, the tight end. Long string of the opposition scoring every time they have the ball. Marshall Faulk is over 100 yards tonight, and he's into the secondary, and he is gone. Faulk, touchdown, 71 yards. Bill says everybody stay off.
And the key, no interceptions, although they've been some badly thrown footballs.
Walsh off the roll. Doman the other side. This one he's got at the 40-yard line. That's Matsuzaki. Excuse me. Matsuzaki diving catch, 47 yards.
Michael Driver, number 21.
It was.
You're in trouble.
2nd and 20. Walsh for Matsuzaki. He's got another one. First and goal, Cougars.
If they ever make a film other than Raymond Berry catching the football, how he used to catch the football, go to BYU.
Earlier in the game. full house backfield. Now Nowatzki in motion. And they'll keep it on the ground to Willis. Almost untouched for the score. BYU with a rare rushing touchdown, and we're a point away from being tied again. Third and a yard. Now they load up the backfield for Falk, and Marshall cuts outside. There he goes again, down the sideline. Marshall Falk all the way to the 23-yard line. Boy, when it's short yardage and you don't get him at the line of scrimmage, forget about it. 42 yards, and he's way over 200 on the night.
I think the deciding factor in this game may be
2 minutes left, third quarter. Gutierrez flushed from the pocket. And he threw it right to the defensive back, Jack DeMooney. Nobody else there. I don't know what Gutierrez was doing. I know he's thinking that now. But BYU has taken over on the interception, the first interception of the night.
good pressure by Lenny Gomes and Randy Brock, and a mistake by Tim Gutierrez.
Third quarter from Jack Murphy Stadium. Willis got a big opening left side, and he is off into the secondary. Lewis and Sutton have to track him down, but that's the longest run of the night for BYU. 24 yards for Jamal Willis.
When you go back
in Vegas, he's up to 86 yards on the night. They fake the end around again, and Walsh wants to go deep. Man wide open is Christensen. Nobody home. Touchdown BYU.
Caught him in a blitz. Chris Johnson in a safety blitz. Norm Chow did not give up on the play calling in the reverse.
But back on. 3rd and 10. Walsh over the middle. Caught. First down. Salomone, and he's into San Diego State territory. Had they been able to make the tackle as soon as he caught it, it would have been 4th down, but he got away.
You're exactly right, Brad. When you look at this play, Darrell Lewis
just pulled it back out of there. 3rd down and 3. Walsh got it away at the last second. Christensen got another one. Down the sideline. Touchdown. 40 yards. Steve Christensen. 2 touchdown tosses in the last 2 possessions from Walsh.
What set that play up was Kalen Hall, number 24, with a key block.
2 Saturday. 2nd down and 7. Kalen Hall into the secondary. And into San Diego State territory to the 26-yard line. He had the big game a year ago with 143 yards, and he just ripped off a 50-yarder. And that is a big blow to
has to pick up the slack here.
1st and 10, Aztecs. Gutierrez, pocket collapsing, goes down the middle again. Marshall Fox got it at the 29-yard line.
Is he something, or is he something?
He sure is. 24 yards on that one.
He hurts you in so many different ways. As you see, Darnay Scott, excellent catch.
He's got 285 yards of total offense. Gutierrez throws. Touchdown, Keith Williams.
Brad, 2 things. 1, the missed field goal. Mark that down. But 2, I hope we have a chance to see Marshall fall.
12 left. 3rd down and 10. Walsh fires. It's intercepted. At the 15-yard line, Sean Smith.
John Walsh never got enough speed and velocity on this football, but I still feel like it was a good call by BYU. They had to throw the football.
2nd and goal at the 8. 3 wideouts to the right side for Gutierrez. He looks that way. Waits. Fires. Touchdown! It's Will Tate. And it's decision time on the San Diego State sideline.
I don't think any decision. I think you got to go for 2. Points.
You've got the best running back in college football the last 3 years. Do you try to get it to him? Gutierrez in trouble. Dropped the ball. Picked it up, and he's dumped. And San Diego State does not get in. DeMooney and Hall combined to stop Gutierrez.
They tried to get the ball to Marshall Faulk, brought him out of the backfield, and he was open, but Tim Gutierrez just dropped the football. Now you will see the onside kick. And Lavelle Edwards will not lose 5 in a row.
The snap, the losing skid snaps at 4 straight. And BYU maybe on their way to another WAC title. Wyoming will have something to say about that. But BYU wins this shootout.
Four-man rush for the Irish. And Ward breaks it clean across the 30. He has the first down. 18 yards as Charlie Ward converts on 3rd down and 7.
This is what...
And the fast break offense is exactly a year and a week old. Pressure from the backside. Charlie Ward, nice fake inside out. Picks up a block. Another good fake, has the first down. Inside the 25, picks up 16 yards on the play.
This is what great quarterbacks do, and that's what great runners do.
At their back. And on this drive, it has been clear sailing.
Here they come.
Pass complete, right side, touchdown, Kevin Knox. The receiver wide to the near side. The tight end is Oscar McBride. He is split open. We're looking at a reverse on the pitch. It is Jarrell, has 3 blockers in front to the 20. He's going to score. He does.
Run behind number 75. I think that's a no-brainer.
Quarterback sneak as McDougal tries to backpedal, and he may not have made it.
Boy, I tell you what.
The Seminoles say that they have held.
They have, if that's the spot. Boy, oh boy, I don't understand. Give him that second motion. They said that he stopped him on initial point. And he's going to be short.
And Florida State holds. They take over on down. It was dangerous. Second down and 6. Becton. He is clear. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Charlie Wood, end zone, goes deep, has a man behind the secondary, underthrows him, intercepted, John Covington. We have a flag down.
Some altercations at the end of the play. It was talked about the fact that the wind was going to be a big concern to the passing attack of Charlie.
Goal line offense. And the give is to Jeff Burns. Burns into the end zone, touchdown. Side here is done again. He dives for it, and he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State.
I'm going to say it again. I don't know why they this guy the ball sooner. He goes out in the front and just puts on a burst of speed that the backers of Notre Dame haven't seen in the first 2 quarters. Why is Warwick Dunn just now getting the ball?
And he scores his 8th touchdown of the season. And for Florida State, that is their first score since the 7-minute mark of the first yardage. Paul Phelan is the quarterback and the full house backfield. They have scored in the ball game off of this alignment, and they're going to do it again. Same man, Jeff Burrows. Freshman in the backfield with Charlie Ward, and they'll go with the 4 wide receiver package. 4-man rush, running room up the middle, and Charlie slides across the 30. They'll mark him down at the 31-yard line. He'll pick up the first down. Has pressure, rolls to the near side. There's a flag down. Ward carries. He's going to step out of bounds at around the 10-yard line, but there was a flag across the field at the 13-yard line. Now Charlie Ward picked up 2:31 left.
This isn't hard. You rush 3 and backpedal everybody else into the end zone.
Tipped. Touchdown. Kez McCarty.
Oh, my. With apologies to Dick Enberg. Oh, my. Oh, goodness.
2 minutes and 26 seconds left. And the drama continues.
How do you teach a kid not to go for the interception?
It's taking too much time. That cost him at least 6 seconds, Charlie.
He's got to get out of bounds, and he does. 17 seconds left. Kez McCarty, good for 18. And what an afternoon Kez McCarty has had. The ghost of New Rockney is living, and he is smiling.
Pendergast, who will attempt the field goal. It'll be a 47-yarder. Blocked. Picked up by Boston College. Pendergast is there. The Irish trying to stop him at the 15-yard line. Stephen Boyd picked up the... Zellers, the lone setback. McDougal in trouble and sacked at the 40. Revenge this year. Complete to Miller. Keith Miller bouncing off would-be tacklers is to the 40. Touchdown. Ivan Boyd on the pass from Foley. McDougal looks to pass. Got away from one man. For Zellers, he's got it. Touchdown. Carries 14 yards today. Homer looks back for Foley. Foley looks downfield and hits his man, Mitchell. Absolutely inexplicable. Foley goes for the end zone. second touchdown for Ivan Boyd. This one 36 yards from Foley. Wow. Sellers first. Brooks for a touchdown. Campbell is the running back. Foley, touchdown. Mitchell. Campbell the fullback, now Green in motion. Hand off to Campbell. Touchdown. Foley collided with Darnell Campbell as he handed him the football. Well, will the luck of the Irish be a significant part of this game? 30 seconds left in the third. McDougal down the right sideline. Intercepted. Eric Shorter timed it perfectly.
You wonder if he had Notre Dame in the back of his mind.
Third and goal. Play action pass. Foley has a man open. Mitchell for the touchdown.
He wanted his shot to lead his team to the national championship. Where it is.
Becton on the draw. Lee Becton inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This BC drive, which may prove to be the most decisive. Foley fumbles, and the Irish have it. Becton, he's got the first down. Lee Becton to the 20. Becton cuts back to the 3-yard line. Paul Bailey, quarterback, handing to Zellers. Touchdown. Going deep for Mays. Great catch. McDougal. Touchdown, Dawson. Didn't get the call. Foley now must scramble. Spots Mitchell again. Mitchell is to the 30. Gordon, 41-yard attempt to win the game and end the Irish national championship hopes. Good!
Collins.
Second and 12. Collins from the shotgun. Offensive line holds up beautifully. Now an open picked off at the 32 by Mike Collins. Collins to the 30. Collins across the 20 and still going. Collins, a brilliant return to the 8-yard line. Vero Beach, Florida, checks in. Gets into the action on a cutback. Fumble! And West Virginia pounces on it. Wes Richardson.
Steve Dunlap, the defensive coordinator, because they normally take advantage of it.
First and 10 for the Canes, and again, Collins drops back to the shotgun look. Offensive line holds up with the receivers, and now Collins to the end zone. Intercepted Mayfield.
Poor judgment again by Ryan. You don't throw the ball late down the middle or even deep like that. against.
And you can see that the noise here in Morgantown is playing havoc with the Canes offense. Under pressure, he'll take off. Tafoni can't catch him. And now he's hit by Tommy Orr and knocked out of bounds on that far sideline.
See, there is a time when he uses his mobility at an advantage. See, Brent, he's going upfield with the football, not running from sideline to sideline. If you're mobile as a quarterback.
Harris is number 40, leading the way. Donnell Bennett blasts to the end zone for the Hurricanes. The game's first touchdown is scored by Donnell Bennett behind Derek Harris.
See, they line up in a strong formation left, getting the defense to lean to their right. Come up with something here.
Could be a passing situation here for Kelchner. It is in trouble again. But he stumbles away, maintains his balance, and Jake Kelchner runs for it to the 1-yard line. Holy cow, a first down.
I tell you, is he ever a competitor? He is hurting.
To the left side when he gets to that corner. Let's see what they come up with here. 3rd and goal. Kelchner's in trouble, going to throw. Touchdown! To fullback, Woodard. Bennett. Collins on first down, on the move, wants to throw this one away. And instead it's complete. He hit Clausell on the move. He picked him up when he got over to the right sideline.
Excellent penetration by Scott Gaskin. The defensive tackle forced him out of the pocket. He didn't have much choice. He couldn't run like a...
Collins out forced to scamper. Richardson chasing him. Richardson forces him back. Collins again eludes a defender. Throws across field. Complete. Tellison.
You talk about sandlot football. Holy mackerel. See, the other thing, when you've got a guy like that in the backfield and you're chasing him, as a defender, you've got to think about trying
to get them all in the right position here on 3rd and goal. The toss is to Bennett. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, they went in the right direction. They've had trouble getting lined up, but once they got lined up, they got it done. You see, they had a running back blocking Tommy Orr, an outside corner there, and he never got there to contain the
Prissy's punt, and he can give the Mountaineers some pretty good field position here, folks.
The punter has wind to his back right now, Brent. If he gets it up there, that's going to carry it.
Baker to the 42-yard line. Up the middle. Baker cuts the right. Baker to the 30-yard line, and the Mountaineers with another opportunity.
See, that was a low kick. The wind pushed it to him, and they were setting up
yard line now. Mountaineers down by 4. Here's Walker. Walker left side. Walker. 10 Walker will score. Mountaineers lead. Now 6 points. The fake to Walker. Kelchner buys time. The middle double cover. The diving reception against the double coverage. They hit Kearney.
Well, to me, it looked like it was going to be an interception, but again, it was one of those balls that was underthrown. The defensive people trying to get in position to make.
Does a wonderful job. Popular with other coaches. Leading by 3. Walker to the 9-yard line.
Nice tackle by Terrace Harris. Boy, that was an excellent free safety play.
Folks, this is going to be one of the great celebrations in college football here in Morgantown tonight. Jake Kelchner. Let that celebration begin. West Virginia has done it. They're storming the fortress, boys. We're going to come back with this scene, but right now let's quickly check in with John Saunders. John?
Out now to Miami, West Virginia. Brent Musburger, Dick Vermeil.
John, what a day in college football. Here in Morgantown, West Virginia beating Miami 17-14 to stay unbeaten. And the Chevrolet most valuable players of this game are core.
Big play time. To overstate the obvious. Cook rolling, may run it in. Touchdown, UCLA. I haven't seen an official sign of you, but he's positive he scored. Wayne Cook runs it into the end zone. Understands the Trojans have won. Into the end zone goes Hicks, untouched, and the Bruins lead 13-0. 78 yards. Better make it 79 yards. A lot of making up to do. Johnson to throw. Has some time. Goes down the middle long. He's got Morton. Morton is at the 35. Down to the 30-yard line. Lawrence finally makes the stop. 38 yards and a 1st and 10 USC at the Bruin 30.
Boy, that was a play USC needed to get some momentum going. And Rob Johnson did it.
At the 5. Cashman in motion. The pitch to Deion Strother. He was undecided. Had he gone outside, he might have made it. He stuck his head back inside, and the Bruins nailed him.
Well, remember the thing we talked about at the beginning of the show was offensive line play.
And is he the freshman?
Yeah, he's a load too, Frank.
I was watching 21.
Long downfield, he's got Grace. Grace at the 5.
Come on, baby.
Get there to the 1-yard line. Grace on the bomb is just a yard short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal, 52 yards as Johnson connects, and the crowd wearing the Cardinal and gold has something to cheer about.
Well, I talked to Dennis Thurman at
1st and goal at the 1. They give to Walters. He's into the end zone.
Well, this is what
the
they needed.
Trojans are on the board.
Well, they should have been on the board twice. This should be a 17-14 game right now.
Right. 17-6, and now the extra point. The Trojans have made a habit of coming back. Kind of a late arrival. Stonehouse steps into it and hits it. Fair catch. Bobble. Trojans recover. Bobble by Adams at the 11, and SC will have it 1st and 10. Johnson to throw over the middle, complete into the end zone. Nick Williams.
You can credit that one to Rob Johnson right there, Tom. They had a safety blitz. He read it, and he hit it.
For Johnson, that is his 1st of the year and his 25th of the season. For McWilliams, that is his. Out of the shotgun, Cook. Play action, Cook to throw, lobs it down, it is caught. Touchdown in the end zone. The man who gets it is Stokes. Great defense by the Trojans. They just couldn't knock it away. And the Bruins finally get a touchdown here in the 3rd with 17 seconds left.
Well, that was an excellent throw by Whitney.
You a Coke, but he can't get me for no Coca-Cola. Back to pass Johnson. Out in the flat to Walters. At the 40, needs a block. He's got it down the sidelines. He is thrown out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, what a catch he made. I hope we can see that again. I think he caught that left-handed with one hand.
28 yards, a beautiful catch by Walters. They're going to mark him out. Margin in the second half. They're going to have to do it again if they want to go to the Rose Bowl. Johnson to the 10, looking, throws, end zone, touchdown USC, Brad Banta.
Well, that was a great job by Rob Johnson to be able to find him that late into the pattern.
For Banta, that is his first of the day and his second of the year. Cook in the shotgun, going to throw it. Drops back, steps up, throws long downfield. Caught. Herpin drags him down. Jordan deep down at the Trojan 21. What a play by Cook.
Boy, he really did. He bought himself some time here, and he laid it right out there on the old post pattern.
53 yards with a 3rd and 10 at his own 27. Cook, 3rd and 9 at the 20. Johnson's got to come up with some kind of magic. Gets a rush, steps up, throws the pass down. He's got Morton. Morton is at midfield. Morton on his feet, struggling, goes down at the Bruin 45. 35-yard completion to Johnny Big Play Morton. The clock shows a minute 30. Johnson back to throw. Looking. Throws it long downfield for Grace. He's got it at the 5. He's down at the 2. 43 yards.
Holy cow, what a throw.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Boy, what a throw by Rob Johnson.
From the 2. Johnson in the end zone, intercepted. Intercepted. That's going to take care of that. Terry Donahue is on the field. They might get 15 yards for an illegal celebration. I'm sure they're going to, or they should. The man who intercepted it. Trojans, despite not having a running game, certainly had their opportunities to score. Twice inside the 5, at the 3 and the 4-yard line. Failure to put it in the end zone. And you're not going to Pasadena. That's it, 10 seconds, and this one's over, and the Bruins can start to celebrate. 27-21. Donahue gets the monkey off his back, and they'll go to the Rose Bowl to play.
48 yards later, first down at the 29. Ketchner, a lot of pressure, got nailed as he threw, and Kearney's got it again. Out of bounds at the 4-yard line, first and goal. 25 yards that time. Line up front has afforded him. Here comes a blitz from West Virginia, and the line picks that blitz up too. And the pass is complete. Clarence Cannon, and he ripped it out of what could have been an interception. I thought somebody was going to go the other way with that one.
It was David Mayfield, number 30. He really did intercept it from Mayfield.
Barrier. His team is down, though, by 3. 10:35 to go in the half. They fake the end around again and locked one out and complete down to the 15 to Comer. And Comer to the 13-yard line. Aaron Beasley hanging on for dear life.
Earlier in the
game, he's right. On 2nd and 10, he lofts it to the end zone. It's intercepted. Aaron Beasley, who almost had one earlier on this drive, has got this one. And the Mountaineers come up with a second big defensive play of the afternoon.
90% of quarterbacking is throwing to the right guy.
College basketball games tonight on ESPN. Foley on first down. Loads it and goes long for Miller. He's wide open.
I'll tell you, don't question Glenn Foley's arm.
Trailing 3-0. Foley waits, and he's intercepted. Matt Tafani, the linebacker. The third turnover suffered by Boston College and Foley's second interception of the afternoon.
I'm sure Foley would love to have this throw.
Third and goal. Campbell. Touchdown, Boston College.
Throw.
Another punt, fifth straight 3-and-out situation for the Mountaineers. Sauerbrunn fielded at the 39 by Watson. Watson right up the middle to the 16-yard line. A 23-yard return by Watson off a 37-yard kick.
Lose early in the year and still stay alive.
First and 10 just outside the 16. Foley might want it all on the first play. Across the middle, it's Mitchell. Touchdown! And Mike Baker, the wideouts here, but you got to expect maybe Robert Walker. Nope, they'll give it to Woodard instead, and he goes in untouched. Boston College may have been thinking about Walker, and Rodney Woodard scoots in from the 6. And now, do you go for 2, Gary, or kick an extra point here? It's 14-9.
We're going to see right now if Don Nehlen's playing for the national championship or the Big East championship, because he needs a win to be in the national championship picture. And I think if you look at Boston College, it might kick a field goal that would get them 17.
West Virginia's hopes for an unbeaten season. Loose ball. And West Virginia's covered it. The break they needed just came with 2:24 left in the football game. And coming out of the pile is Mike Logan. Exactly what Boston College, first and 10. Studstill fires. Touchdown! Ed Hill! And West Virginia in front. "24 yards. Ed Hill's first catch of the day, and certainly the biggest of the season for the Mountaineers.
Now, West Virginia needs to go for 2 in this situation.
First down, 10 seconds left. Foley going deep. It's going to be intercepted, and the Mountaineers will win. And it's Mike Logan. And West Virginia's perfect regular season is safe. Don Nehlen and his Mountaineers, for the second time, have finished a regular season with an unblemished mark as they did in '88. They've done it again with an interception.
Back Warwick Dunn, he leads this team in touchdowns with 9.
Third and goal from outside the 5. Pressure. Ward gets it off into the end zone. Touchdown! Vanover. I didn't mean to infer that Michigan State has accepted the Liberty Bowl. They have been invited. I know that's a fact. I'll tell you more in a minute after Ward completes this pass. My goodness, it's just pitch and catch right now between Charlie Ward and Matt Pryor. The ball is down on the 43-yard line, first down. But if Michigan State wins today and they go on to Tokyo or Auburn, their future's not exactly dim, is it? Nope. Werfel in there, throws the ball as you screen back inside for the wide receiver. If they don't get him quick, he may run a long time. And they finally track him down from behind. And making the tackle is number 11, Devin Bush. So Jack Jackson, who is a speed burner on a...
Need to challenge him a little bit. I think before they may have been a little tentative.
Second down and 10. There's Houston out there and makes the catch. First down Gators at the Seminole 4-yard line. Harrison Houston beat McKnight.
They just decided to challenge him a little bit, Keith.
Third down and goal. Pumps it, throws it to the corner. He's there. Touchdown, Jackson. Willie Jackson.
Oh, did he get... If he got his feet in bounds and caught that ball one-handed, that's a great catch.
Boy, is he quick. Dunn's got it. On his way. Out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Gilmore and Kennedy finally knock him out of bounds. This is the possession. The more they should lose, and that opens up all kinds of possibilities. Third down and 7. Into the end zone, McCorvey. Touchdown. That one was easy.
It was easy, wasn't it? Yep. And a smart timeout by Bobby Bowden, because just before that, Charlie Ward had run all over create.
Well, I guess he got it off. Ward's pass into the end zone is intercepted by Michael Gilmore. The would-be Rhodes Scholar comes up for the interception.
Florida's defense has contained the Seminoles, but...
And wide open, McCorvey. And Charlie Ward has just reached another milestone in his career. He has completed 32 passes in 45 attempts. That's the most ever for him. And he totals down. They're going from the Florida State 48, 4th and 6. Blitz. Brooks missed him. Dean throws now, and it is caught. It is caught by Aubrey Hill. First down, Gators. No, it's Jackson, Willie Jackson, who out-jumped him. Jackson at 6'1", 200 pounds. I got a nickel package out there right now. Dean goes again. Jackson, touchdown. He got away from McKnight. The end zone for the clincher. Jackson's got it. Willie Jackson to the Florida State 41-yard line, 42-yard line. And the crowd has a chance to roar. Dean on first down, getting some time. Good coverage downfield. He throws for Jackson. He's got it.
Oh, no.
See, games don't go on their schedule. It's tough. That's a lot of noise. On 3rd and 10, Ward throws and guts it done. Ward Dunn is all the way. They won't catch him, I don't think. No. Touchdown, Florida State.
Give it to Charlie. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can call off your party and just mail it to him.
Just mail the Heisman to Charlie Ward.
That is a heart. See what they can do now. Remember the last time they were all the way back on their 1 3rd down and 15, and they eventually scored. This ball is thrown to Eric Rett. It is an incomplete forward pass at the 25-yard line. He was hit just as the ball arrived. I don't know about what you don't have to go ahead and test the corners right here, don't you? Don't you have to go on and get that ball? By two pretty good football teams. Dean throws down on a knee to make the catch. Is over the hill. And the game is over. Your final score, Florida State 33, Florida 21. And now stay tuned for the Skins game.
From what they normally do to get the ball down the field.
Flyer right, Knox left. Good protection. Ward up on top. And what a catch by Knox at the Nebraska 49.
And then they do that.
30 yards. The senior from to the left, Danny Cannell, the backup quarterback to hold. It's a 34-yard attempt into the wind. And it is good. Florida State on the board first at the midpoint of the second quarter. Third down, 17. Ball to the left, Johnson in the slot. The throw is to Johnson, has some running room. 50, 45, a first down, and much more to the Florida State 35-yard line. Clester Johnson, who caught only 8 all season, gets 25 on that one.
It looked like Tommy Frazier got hurt in his shoulder. He's trying to... That hurts a whole lot.
Damon Benning, a sophomore from Omaha, who played for Jones when he was injured earlier in this year. Frazier guns it into a crowd. Oh. It goes on the deflection to Reggie Ball. Touchdown, Nebraska! Reggie Ball, a sophomore from Bellevue, Nebraska, did not catch a touchdown all season long, and on the carom, Ball in the right place to 2:23 left in the half. Ward gets away. 50. 40. Out of bounds at the 35.
That's what he does best.
23 big yards for Florida.
He's back and fine.
That'll work as well. That's what we call him summer. Ward on top and going long. Caught at the 5-yard line by Kevin Knox. The biggest play. Ward, will he keep it himself? No, Floyd. Loses the ball and Nebraska recovers. Was he in? No, they say touchdown. He'd broken the play. Mike Anderson fell on the ball, but Floyd had broken the plane. Touchdown, Florida State.
Trying to catch that man-on-man receiver down there.
William Floyd, the fullback, and he is a load. Look at him breaking tackles down the clear at the 30, and caught from behind by Mike Anderson. So William Floyd gets his crowd stirred. He hits this a ton. Bentley, who had only 2 from over 30 all season, has 2 tonight. And the Seminoles up their lead to 15-7. California has his biggest game of the night. The fake reverse, and now Frazier throwing to Dixon, who's open, and catches it. A juggling catch and a tackle at the 12. Richard Coase fighting for the ball, but Dixon able to rest on the yard line. And Tommy Frazier sets him up at the 13. Give to Phillips, and the freshman has a touchdown! A officially 12 yards, and Phillips, who is the quickest and fastest of the talented core of tailbacks or I-backs at Nebraska, makes it 15-13, and does Osborne go for 2?
As this was the end zone that he tried several years ago.
Good protection, intercepted. Picked off by Richard Coase. And Coase finally knocked down at the 30-yard line, and a flag goes down. With 6:50. Would that happen? That Bowden, who's lost national championship when his own kicker is missed, to be beaten by the field goal. Frazier, keeper, 35, has blockers, one man to beat at the 20. He's at the 10 to the 9, and a flag down is the tackle made by Matt Knight, and he may have had the face mask. Oh my, listen to Nebraska. 27 yards. How big to this 23-year-old senior? It's good.
Nebraska, Dick.
And they wind it up, and Florida State used only 3 or 4 seconds. Now Ward in the open field to Dunn. Anderson can't get him, and Dunn is out of bounds, and a flag goes down. Oh my! Oh my! Nebraska, I believe, is going to be called for a personal foul as Dunn streaks out of bounds and is hit by Baron Miles. Choosing late to go to Florida State over Notre Dame for just this. He's got it. There's going to be a penalty here for the excessive celebration, and Nebraska will have 21 seconds for a possible miracle.
Realizes it.
Frazier goes long for Bell. Almost made a terrific catch, juggling with the All-America Corey Sawyer covering. That was down at the 25-yard. 10 seconds on the play clock. 8 seconds left in the game. Over the middle to Bell. And Bell tackled with 1 second to go. No! They didn't stop the clock soon enough. They should have a second left here. He was clearly down before the final zero went up. And the officials did not call it, and Osborne can't believe it.
Dick, I agree with you totally. He was down. Clock should be stopped. There should be another play.
There should have been time. And Osborne very calmly is pointing at the clock, seeing what we did, that the tackle made. 2-yarder, only to have Frazier make that long pass, and now 45 yards to steal it from Florida State and to give Cinderella, Nebraska a tremendous win and a national championship. And he hooked it left. Florida State wins. Bobby Bowden is in position for a national championship with only Notre Dame to beat. After 2 wide rights for the Seminoles,